since 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
What's going on, guys? Happy Tuesday. Back with you for another one. In a different location this time than we used to. Let's move out of North America for a change. Welcome, guys. Hope everybody had a great weekend. We are back in the 738 PMDG, but we are in a different part of the world here. We're in Skiathos, the great plane spotting island in Greece, an island of Greece, which is absolutely gorgeous. Known for, like I said, their fancy plane spotting area by the beach, where the planes come nice and low, kind of like Saint Martin, but it's in Greece. And we're going to be making our way over to Adana in Turkey, which is a city kind of in the south eastern part of Turkey. Flight time today is about an hour and a half. Block time is going to be 2 hours. It's going to be a short takeoff, around under 6,000 feet of runway we have, so that's going to be interesting. And GSX is doing his thing. It says it's too small, the parking for our aircraft, but never mind that. We're just at a stand here, and I don't know why this truck is right through the stairs. Never mind that either. Without further ado, let's get started. We'll hop in the cockpit. And at this time, actually, we did have Turkish control, Adana control, or Ankara control, which is part of Turkey ATC for VATSIM. They were online about half an hour to an hour ago, but we just missed them. Anyways, let's get it started. Battery and ground power is not available. Let's pretend it's an APU start today. So first of all, let's pretend we got all the fuel out of the way. So I'm gonna come here. Let's see, how much fuel do I need? Because in order to turn on the APU, we need to be fueled up and ready to go. And the passengers are loading into the cabin right now, but I'm pretty sure it's hot. Sorry Pax. So we need 7.6 in tons. Let's take more. Let's take 9.5. Well, I don't want to be too heavy for this takeoff. Let's take 1,000, like 1 ton more. So 8.5. Okay, that's good. We're gonna come up here. So fuel's in. We can go aft fuel pump. And let's see if we could give the APU a start. Haven't really done this before. If it doesn't work, I'm just gonna connect the ground power unit. Oh, looks like it's firing. There we go. Pretend we're at a remote place here, which we are, and let's pretend there's no ground power unit available. So we're doing APU start. There it goes. Alright, APU is available. We're going to put it on the bus. Now we have AC power to the aircraft instead of the ground power that we're usually used to. At this time, I'm going to put on the APU bleed air. I know we're supposed to wait a minute, but never mind that. So we get some, look at that, it's 40 degrees centigrade. So passengers are like, why are you loading me in such hot weathers? But we're even going to make the cabin a little bit cooler for the packs. And with that, we can get it started. So we're gonna start up here. Everything is good there for now. Boom, boom. We are gonna go nav lights. We're gonna go emergency lights armed, chime, test the ding dong, window heat, and we'll go electric hydraulic pumps for the FO who's doing the walk around. And our flight cruising altitude today is supposed to be 370. And Adana altitude 63. Set it to 50. That should be fine. Or actually, I'll put it to 100. I'll round it up to the nearest 100. Alright. And I'm going to come up here. Aiders. Come on. So we're good till 10th of August for our nav database. Alright, that's good. We'll go pause in it. We are at, what are we? Lima Golf, Sierra Kilo. And we're gonna wait for the GPS to come in. While we do that, maybe I can get a weather. Let's see what the weather's doing in Skiathos. Hopefully Nightbot can fetch that for us. So as of 1850 Zulu, wait a minute, 1850 Zulu, this is really old. 1850 Zulu. Comfort Haven, welcome. Let me see if I can get a more updated weather. There we go, at 2:30 Zulu, that sounds more reasonable. No wait, that's, yes, that makes more sense. At the, not 2:30, 23:00 Zulu. So 7 o'clock, 10 minutes old. Doesn't have the altimeter setting though. Huh. Kind of hard to get the weather here, isn't it? Okay, it looks like it's 1008 according to the internet. Guess we'll go with 1008 for now and see if it matches the field elevation. That's one way to confirm. So Skiathos airport elevation is 60 feet. There. Okay, that's perfect. That checks out. 1008. Barrow 1008 and 1008. GPS is ready to go. Let's grab it, put it here, go to route. Origin is Skiathos. We're going to LTAF, which is Adana, Lima Tango Alpha Foxtrot. That's in Turkey. We're expected out of here on runway, according to my OFP, runway 19. So taking off to the south. Flight number is going to be Turkish 8 Victor Bravo. And our routing is going to be, let me enter that real quick, ATC. So Echo, Tango, Echo, Kilo Alpha. And then we're going to hop on the airway, Uniform Whiskey 58 to Etred, Echo, Tango, Romeo, Uniform Delta. And from there, Upper November 130, another airway to Pivos. Cecilali, welcome. Going to Turkey, buddy. Glad you made this one. Upper Gulf 802 is the next airway to IMR, VOR, and Upper November 135 to AYT. I am yet in Turkey holiday. Oh, nice. You're still in Turkey? And then Upper Romeo 55. Have fun over there, man. Probably beautiful weather. MUT. And then Upper Whiskey 74 to Manas. And then that's going to be our transition for the start, the Manas arrival. So we're getting out of here on the Ithaca 1 Alpha, runway 19, and we're expecting Manas 1 Delta. Right here, Manas 1 Delta, no transition, and ILS Zulu 05. Transition ADA 1, ADA 2. I won't put transition there. Let's see how that comes out for now. It's very hot here. Yeah, it's pretty hot here too. But I'm sure it's hotter over there. Look, my cat is here. Little cat. Alright. let's check our flight plan. We'll go to plan, data. So on the Ithaca 1, it's going to be a left turn out, max 210. To SKP. So 2000, max 210 in turn. To SKP. To intercept the radio 90 outbound. To Ithaca. Alright, let's go back. What's going on here? Oh, okay, so we're flying over ADA. From ADA, then there's a disc on to the initial fix CF05. That's for the ILS Zulu. $2,500 or above. It's technically supposed to be a left turn out over the VOR. Let's see, what if I select the AD transition? Just curious. So ILS Zulu. What if I take AD1? There we go. Is that? No, that's not gonna work. We'll keep it how it was. So ILS Zulu, no transition. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna have to yeah, there we go. That works. So back to how it was. We're just gonna go this way and intercept. And let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So ILS Zulu, we're gonna overfly the Adana VOR, and then it says 204 left turn heading till 8 out from Adana, and then right turn to intercept the final approach course for the ILS. So the PMDG has it a little bit weird. I'm gonna step through it one more time, just to make sure there's nothing weird here. It's all connected, no discons. You know what? We can vector ourselves. So let's see, in the star, Manaz 1, from Manaz to ADA, to 20 from ADA, to 10 from ADA. So I'm presuming that's 20 and that's 10. And that brings you over ADA. For runway 5. Yeah, we're gonna have to vector ourselves. The minimum sector altitude is 3,600 and 3,000 around there. We need to come in at 2,500 to intercept. So we'll vector. We'll just make it work with vectors. That's fine. I'm not gonna clear that disc on. All right. Let's go. FS actions, ground or actually let's get the payload in. What's my zero fuel weight? Zero fuel weight 55.9. All right, that gives us 123 packs and around 3,000 cargo. We'll go zero fuel weight and reserves. I need I'll call it 3,000. Yeah, I have Simple Takeoffs Instagram. Follow me on at Simple Takeoffs. Sicily. Sorry, I didn't see your message there. 20 on the cruise altitude or cost index. We're expecting 370. Our top of climb winds are 286 at 28. Excuse me. And the temperature minus 50. Now, this is a short runway. I'm not gonna do any derate today. We're gonna do full, and for the climb we can derate it, but for the takeoff, full thrust, 26,000 pounds. And actually, I'm gonna use a little bit higher flap setting. Can we take off flap 15? I wonder what standard is. Can you do 10 or 15 in the Boeing? Hold on, let me Google this. Let's see. Can you take off? Let's see. 737 takeoff flaps 15. It says flaps 25 works great for those 5,000 to 7,000 foot island runways, which is exactly where we are. All right, maybe I'll try flaps 15, and we'll do a short field takeoff. So let's do flaps 15, and then center of gravity 4.32 on the trim. So that's 4.32, right about there. Good. And then here's our takeoff speeds. I'm expecting it to be lower. Yep, 130 because we have flaps 15. 132 and 142 on the V2. So let's go 142. And for the departure here, runway 19 is going to be pushback nose right, and we have to back taxi on the runway actually. And runway heading 194 is initial climb on 194 bearing from actually runway heading is 195. We'll put 195 as a runway heading. And altitude, top altitude on this SID. I don't see a top altitude, so I'm just gonna put 6,000 for now, because we need to be 6,000 or higher by the SKPVOR. And then that should do it. IRSs are aligned. Flight director's going on. And LNAV, VNAV. Alright, so APU is already on. Yaw damper going on. Do we have any fuel in the center tanks? Yes, we have a little bit. I'll burn that. Good. Seatbelt signs. And good. I'm gonna go reset position. And let's go on 122.8. I don't expect anybody to be on frequency here. And we'll squawk 2000. All right, I think we're set. let's set the parking brakes. And we'll go ground services. We'll remove the trucks. And the doors will close. And we'll go ready for pushback. Interesting. I think they're speaking Greek. All right. I'm going to take off or push back nose to the right. Alright, we're getting it ready for engine start, so we're going to go beacon lights on and packs off, isolation valve open, APU bleed is on, APU is kicking, APU is on the bus, and pushback's going to be to the nose right.
Release parking brakes, please.
You got it.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Alright, let's start engine number 2. We got N2, N1, got that oil pressure, and let's give it fuel. Alright.
Please set parking brakes.
Hot pitch of ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Starting engine number 1. Here we go.
Unlocking gear.
Alright, 2 good engine starts. Engines on the bus.
Tow track disconnected.
Packs auto, isolation valve auto, APU bleed off, engine bleeds on, APU off,
Right is clear.
prop heat, and we are all clear over there. Auto brakes going to RTO and flaps going to 15. Remember, typically it's a flaps 5 departure, but we're doing a short runway here in Skiathos. So we opted for a flaps 15 takeoff. Alright, speed's going to be max 210 in the turn. So we'll take off V2 and then bug up 210. Aside from that, we're going to go... Hopefully I am properly on here on VATSIM. So let's see. Check, 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 check. Alright. Hopefully they will hear this. So flaps are set. Taxi lights can go on. Engine start switch is continuous. And good to go. Flight control test, please. Alright, flight controls. Full left. Neutral, full right, neutral, full aft, neutral, forward, neutral. Butter Aviation, welcome. Full right, rudders, neutral, full left, neutral. Flight control test complete. Oh, Raf. I was like, how did he get the Phoenix logo? Nice logo, Raf. Butter Aviation, that should have given it away. Welcome, welcome, sir. And where did I enter my transition altitude? Transition altitude right here. What was it? 4,000 feet. .142, everything is set, good to go. Why can't I get the legs on the FO side? What's going on? Okay. There we go. Alright, Skiathos. So Alexandros Papadiamantis. I'll just say Skiathos. Let's see. Back taxiing, runway 01, lining up 19er. Skiathos traffic, Turkish 8 Victor Bravo is back taxiing runway 01, lining up runway 19er, Skiathos traffic. So it's going to be a left turn out onto the runway. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on my turn-offs and strobes. I'll even go with the landing lights. And I'm going to go TARA. Might as well arm the auto throttle at this point. Alright, hold your ears, guys. Oh, a baby. We are clear on the right and clear on the left. Like I said, hopefully we are on VATSIM and they hear us. Remember, no derated takeoff, flaps 15. There's a place for a little turnout there at the end. Oh boy, this is like full turn. Come on, PMDG. Oh no, I don't think we can make this turn, can we? Wait, we're doing it, we're doing it. We're doing it, we're doing it. A little tight. Managed to stay on the runway, which is always good. Alright, it's going to be 2,000 feet and we're going to start our left turn. Let me just line us up straight. Alright, auto throttle, arm. Skiathos traffic. Turkish 8 Victor Bravo is departing runway 19er IFR departure to the east. It's Echo 1 Alpha. Skiathos traffic. So 2,000 feet, max 210 in the turn, left turn. You guys ready? Let's turn up the sounds. All right. I'm gonna keep the brakes on, like kind of like a short field takeoff here. This is a short runway, guys. Here we go. Takeoff thrust set. Takeoff thrust set now. Engine indications normal.
80 knots.
80 knots cross check.
V1.
Rotate.
Beautiful. With one way to spare. How's the rate?
Positive rate of climb.
You're up. Flaps 5. Alright, give me speed. Or level change. 210. Flaps 1. Flaps up. Skiathos traffic, Turkish 8 Victor Bravo departed runway 19er. IFR departure to the east, climbing out of 3,300 last call. Skiathos traffic. Alright. Hold your ears for a sec, hold your ears, this is going to be loud. See ya! Transition altitude, standard, and standard, and standard, and we can continue our climb here. So I'm going to go VNAV. And we're gonna take a right turn over the VOR in 1 mile and then intercept the 090 radial outbound. There we go, make that right turn. Center tank done, check, off. And here we go, we're gonna intercept the VOR. Should be auto-tuned in the FMS. Bug up to 370. So we met the restriction of 6,000 or above at the Skopelos Sierra Kilo Papa VOR. And now we're gonna intercept the course. Landing lights off, engine start switches, and seatbelt signs can come off. Ding the cabin as we go past 210 or 10,000 feet. All right, autopilot coming on. Smash that like button for that departure out of Skiathos. And pressurization check. We are pressurizing, cabin altitude 1,000 and climbing. Alright, after takeoffs. Engine bleeds. On. Packs. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up, no lights. After takeoff, checklist complete. And there's a restriction of 10,000 or higher at Ithaca, which we'll have no problem meeting. Going all the way to 37,000 feet. And 1 LNAV VNAV speed. How do you update the Zebo nav data cycle? Oh, I have no idea. Actually, hold on. My AirAC cycle is actually outdated. It used to be Ref 5, but I'm trying to remember. There was a program that did the X-Plane plugin stuff. I'll have to look for it after Ref. Can't remember right now. Because I had to remove X-Plane for now because I was running out of space on my computer, and the sim was kind of, at least Microsoft was kind of getting low on FPS, so as you can see it's much better now. I had to free up some space for now. The Zebo was like working glitchy for me. It wouldn't load into some airports, it would load into other airports. Very weird. Not sure if I had the right version. Was it Navigraph FMS Data Manager maybe? So Raf, maybe, I'm sure you have this Navigraph FMS Data Manager. I need to actually update mine for SimToolkit Pro. I'll do it later. But I have these planes that I had the Flight Factor 757 mapped through this FMS Data Manager. If you go add-on mappings, add. I don't know if there's Zebo though, that's the thing. Gonna have to look through it. I don't see Zebo. That's a good question. Maybe there's a different way to update Zebos specifically. Huh. Yeah. Someone else would probably know. So I'm going to set Manaz as a fixed point for our descent. There it is. Manaz. So I want to be at 13,000 feet or higher. So let's aim for like call it 14. So if I'm going from 14 to 37, that's 23 to lose. Times 3, that's 69, 70. Oh, we'll call it, we have some tailwinds by the way. We'll call it 74 out. We'll start a descent. 74 out, that sounds good. You can even put the typical range rings around the runway so we can configure properly at the right time. So I'm going to take this, fix, put it there, and I'm going to put 4 out, 10 out. Personally, I don't even need the 10 out. Might clutter things. You want to be at like flaps 5 and maybe 210 max on the speed for 10 out. But we'll just go with the 4 out for the gear and fully configured. We want to be fully configured for landing at that point. So for the ILS, Zulu to runway 05 in Adana. Shout out Adana Kebab. If any of you have been to any Turkish places, Turkish restaurants, Adana Kebab is pretty good. Localizer frequencies India Alpha Delta Alpha 108.7, so 108.7. Set. Final approach course is 050. Good. What are the minimums? ILS minimums are 304 feet. Barrow. Whoopsies, not this. Don't want to touch this. This one. 304 feet. .304, and we'll go here. Nice and easy to plug those two in. When we're at high elevation, landing at high elevation airports, it's like, oh, I gotta hold that for so long. And then for our approach, let's see, we're expecting to land with 4.6 tons. We're at 6.8, so basically 2 tons less. So we'll go 60.7. We have a 9,000 foot runway at sea level elevation in Adana, Turkey, so we should be just fine with flaps 30. I gotta tell you guys, that flaps 15 departure out of Skiathos really helped our lift. It really did, because I always take off flaps 5 with the PMDG, but I really felt like how quicker the lift was like building, even at like 130 knots before rotation. It was nice. It was a nice departure. We had runway to spare, and we'll keep that in mind next time we depart out of Jackson Hole. Because if you guys remember, I had a little with the Phoenix. We had a little incident last time. I think we had a tail strike departing out of Jackson Hole. Because we were coming out to the end of the runway, and all right. So 30 flaps 30 is 143 final speed. Beautiful. Maybe what we can do in terms of our approach here is so the way these approaches are designed for Adana, for the ILS, they all kind of fly you over the Alpha Delta Alpha Adana VOR and have you go outbound. Let's see if this is 050-330. Or sorry, 230 is the reciprocal. So this is going 204. It's like 30 degrees, 24 degrees, whatever. Basically 30 degrees left of course, and then you swing a right to intercept the final approach course. If we look at the other charts, like the other approaches, let's see. For the Yankee, you kind of do a 11 DME arc from the 264 bearing to the ADA VOR. You fly to 12 out from ADA and on the 264 bearing. And you can either enter a hold to descend, or if you're at the proper altitude, 3000, do a DME arc and try to maintain 11 miles from the ADA VOR, and then swing a left. So we're not going to do that one, obviously. And the rest of them are just, this is an NDB one. I think the FAA officially phased out NDBs. They don't even use them. But yeah, we're not going to do the VOR, but it's the same concept as the ILS. It all brings you over the VOR and has you swing it around, or a DME arc. Those are the two options. So that doesn't really work out in terms of flying the procedure turn from the direction that we're coming. So that's why there's a hold here. So you basically, the correct way to do this is to come to the ADA VOR, enter this hold, a parallel turn, a parallel entry. You go like that outbound from like opposite of 206, which is 026, fly 026, and then parallel entry into that hold. You don't have to do the full circuit. It's just to get you basically established in the inbound. So if you're coming from this direction, you go like that, and then you come 204, and then right turn, and intercept the final approach course. So let's see if it has the hold in there. If I go to plan, see these blue lines, I think that is the hold, and then this other blue line is the missed approach procedure. Let's see. Because yeah, interesting. So missed approach, it says take a left turn out. Maybe that's the missed approach. I'm not sure what this is doing. But it didn't really program the hold. That's interesting. So, but for today, like that's the correct way to do it. But for today, we're gonna pretend that we have ATC, and it's totally fine to get vectored to this fix. Charlie Foxtrot 05, which is how far out is that? 2500 or above? Looks like it's 11 out. Yeah, it's 11 and 0.6 out from the localizer. So from here, or from even before, somewhere after Delta 264 Tango, we can vector ourselves. The MSA in this area is 3000. And here comes cruising altitude. Top of climb. Let's see how the weather down in Adana is doing. I'm gonna save that screenshot. screenshot from there. Nice. So as of 23:50, which is 7:50, so 12 minutes ago, winds are 120. So at 3, which is calm, pretty much. 10,000 or 10 kilometers of visibility, beautiful. QNH 1006, 1006. And we're currently cruising at flight level 370. Our ground speed is 475 with 26 knot tailwinds pushing us. Let's see, I'm thinking of putting that hold in there just for fun. If I go to plan, yeah, it's not, the hold is definitely not here. For the procedure turn. So free put hold. So that's for the missed approach. Let's see. The missed approach procedure has us. Climb on radio, or climb on, yeah, radial 051 ADA. Until 8 DME and then left turn, climb to 3000, proceed VOR and hold. So that hold is for the missed approach. Yeah, hold that ADA. So what if we put a hold here to establish ourselves on the inbound turn, on the inbound or outbound path? So if I go hold, Adana, VOR, DME, let's see, what's the coordinates? Don't want to hold at the wrong place here. The wrong VOR. Let's see, Adana. 3656.4 and East 03512.6. This one. So let's see, hold. How did we do this? Hold, next hold. Adana. Okay, so this is the one. It should be on 206 inbound course. And yeah, that's beautiful, it's already in there. 206 and left turn. A minute legs, sure. So I put that in there, let's see. Now if we step through, this is the transition for our star, where we get on the arrival. Okay, so now it has the hold in there. Hold that ADA. And then you go that way, left turn, 204 on the heading, and then intercept. But if we don't feel like it, we'll just vector ourselves. I mean, we're visual, the weather's good today. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Alright, let's enter some descent info into the box. According to the OFP here, descent winds, let's see. I wanted 31,000 feet, 20,000 feet, 10,000 feet. 31, we're at 242 at 61, so that means the winds are coming out of the west at 61 knots. 20,000 feet, 262 at 32. $10,000 feet, 353 at 10. And latest information I have is QNH 1006. And what's the transition level? Not 18,000, we're not in North America anymore. It should be, well, transition level is by ATC, but 10,000 is the altitude. We'll just go with the altitude, 10,000 feet. There we go. So that'll remind us to put the standard or the local altimeter settings at 10,000 feet. Get a fuel check. What are we at? Balzu. So again, according to our dispatch here at Balzu, I'm supposed to have. Where's Balzu? Here we go. At Balzu, we're supposed to have 4.8 tons of fuel. I took 1,000 extra. So it's 5.8. Oh, look at that, guys. Exactly. So fuel burn is exactly as predicted by our sim brief OFP here. We're around 340 kilos unbalanced at the moment. We'll keep that in mind. Or 40 kilos, not 400, sorry. So this one's 2.89, this is 2.85, it's fine. 2,850, 2,890, yeah, so there's only a 40-pound imbalance. Here it says maximum imbalance between the wings for 737, the two wing tanks 450, so we're within tolerance, well within tolerance. No issue. All right. That's a screenshot. Mod C in the house, welcome. The terrain looks good. Nice scenery. I wonder how much better the photogram will be with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 than 2020. There should be a difference, an improvement in the visuals. knowing Asogo and how beautiful this sim is. There's a lot of emphasis on the visuals, so I would imagine there must be an improvement either to the way it's rendered or the photogram quality itself. Who knows? Oh, that looks good with the winglet like that. Don't mind if I do. Another screenshot. Let's see. Something like this. Screenshot. And by the way, we've reached 5,000 subs, guys. Thanks so much for all your support, each and every single one of you. 5,000 subscribers, absolutely bananas. Love to see it. Up next, hopefully 10,000. Let's go. Smooth flight, no turbulence so far. Who doesn't like pizza, Mod? See, of course. I like pizza. For sure. And we'll go auto brakes 2 for today's landing. Actually, it's 9,000 feet. I'll go auto brakes 3. When do pilots turn on the autopilot? It really depends on the standard operating procedure of every airline. Like some airlines encourage hand flying in the US, especially in North America, whereas in Europe and Asia it's a little bit more structured. They typically ask for the autopilot engagement 400 feet or so, but again, it's very different across different airlines, and I don't believe there's like a mandatory rule, but you're gonna have to ask a real pilot. I don't know. At the end of the day, this is the knowledge I've gathered from around, but it kind of is at the discretion of the pilot flying when they want to engage the autopilot. Yeah, we've got it programmed exactly how the approach should be. What a beautiful day to fly. Typical pilot saying, beautiful day to fly. It is though today. No turbulence, no convective activity, no precipitation. That takeoff out of Skiathos was beautiful, guys. I'm gonna go back and watch it after I'm done the stream. I really enjoyed that takeoff. I was a little nervous about the short runway length, but like I said, flaps 15 and no derated takeoff worked just fine. Motsi says, so when the plane is supposed to turn, does the autopilot do it? Because sometimes I see that the pilots, for example, set 120 degrees on the heading. Oh yeah, so it depends. So two general modes of navigation, Mod, are either on headings or on GPS. So typically you fly on GPS, but in the beginning, depending on what your departure procedure is, you might need to, or if ATC gives you headings to fly off departure, then you would use your heading bug. You wouldn't use the GPS. So that's why the autopilot can fly both the heading mode and it can fly both the GPS mode. So the autopilot can do it both. Yeah. Yeah, you can always fly either a magnetic heading or follow it GPS, pre-planned GPS route. And whether you use heading bug to make your turns according to the magnetic heading, or whether you're on GPS, the autopilot can do it both. So over here, for example, if I click heading select, so right now I'm matching my heading to my track. If we click heading select, you see it says heading select here. So it's still autopilot. Autopilot's still on. Then as soon as I click LNAV, it goes back to GPS mode, lateral navigation. Again, autopilot has been on the entire time. Alright, we're about 80 out from top of the sun. Let's see if we can get a fresh METAR in chat from the Nightbot. A fresh METAR for Adana, Turkey. So let's see, Lima Tango Alpha Foxtrot as of 2350. So still 43 minutes old, which is fine. It's the same METAR, 123 or 120 at 3 knots, so winds calm. Visibility good, 10 kilometers. Scattered layer 3,000 feet, 27 on the temperature, 25 on the dew point, QNH 1006. No significant weather. Runway 23 is 160 at 4, variable 130 to 190. A little bit of cumulus clouds at 3,000 feet. Welcome, Nuge. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, this is a GPS route right now, correct. Correct. So yeah, temperature's 27, nice and warm down in Adana. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is Captain speaking on behalf of Turkish Airlines. I'd like to thank you for joining us on this beautiful service from Skiathos to Adana. In about 10-15 minutes, we're going to be starting our descent towards Adana. The weather down in Adana is hot, 27 degrees, a few clouds at 3,000 feet. Aside from that, the cabin crew is going to come around soon to make sure your seat belts are secured and your seats in the most upright position and your tray table stowed. If you have any last minute business, now is the right time to take care of it. Otherwise, we ask that you remain seated for the remainder of the flight. Again, on behalf of your FO and your cabin crew and Turkish Airlines, I'd like to thank you for joining us, and I hope you choose us again. Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for arrival. Thank you. All right. So our first restriction on the descent is going to be 13,000 feet or higher at Manaz. This is the top of descent calculated by the VNAV. So let's go by the VNAV path today. We'll go 10,000 or 13, maybe we'll go 14. And we'll let VNAV take care of the rest. Let's see, 363, 273, 13 or above. That's correct at Manaz. 8,000 or above for ADA. 20 out from ADA, which is this point. Then 10 out from ADA, which is that point. 4,000 above. ADA, you want to be 185, 3,000. Hold at ADA, establish on the outbound, or we can just vector. Probably end up vectoring it. Great announcement, thank you. So do you ever fly mechanical heading routes? Yeah, again, it depends on the approach that you're flying. For example, one way to, like, without vectoring ourselves, meaning giving ourselves just headings, pretending there's ATC on and connecting ourselves here straight for the straight in approach into the runway 05. The full procedure involves you going over this VOR facility and going on 204 heading. So in that case, for example, you're going to be in heading mode, Motsi. You're not going to be on a GPS mode. Now, of course, if I don't know if the real life aircraft can put this route in as a GPS route to follow, because it may certainly be possible, and it's just the PMDG that's not doing it in this case. But yeah, so in this case you would fly over the VOR, set your heading as 204, mechanical heading or whatever you want to call it, magnetic heading, not mechanical heading, magnetic heading 204, and you go take a right turn. But in this case I'm just gonna, since I'm coming from the west here, I'm just gonna connect us straight in, save some time. And this is our standard terminal arrival route. So Manaz 13,000 to stay over the terrain, and then it clears up. There's some terrain to the north of the airport, but yeah, so we're basically following this route, the Manaz 1 Delta to the east to the ADA VOR. We're gonna break it off around here, and I'll just go straight in. Again, if there's ATC, that's how they would do it in real life. If there's no ATC, which I can't imagine it happening at LTAF, it's a full big airport with a full-time control tower, but for whatever reason, if you have to say you have a communication failure and you can't vector yourself, obviously there's a whole bunch of traffic in the area. So if you're a no radio aircraft, this is an example of a time where you would fly this full approach. You would fly actually all the way to the ADA, establish yourself in a hold, but not to do the full circuit, just to turn, and then come outbound on heading 204, right turn, and you intercept the ILS course. So we're at 14,000 selected, I mean. We're at 37 right now, 37,000 feet. Top of descent's coming up. In 5 miles, we'll just let VNAV follow its path, see how it does. Here we go. Thrust retard. Basically pulling back the thrust. And down we go on the VNAV path. I'm gonna go seatbelt signs. So there's some terrain and it's a beautiful day out, so we could wait to put the seatbelt signs on, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it now. Seatbelt signs going on. Let the packs know. Don't forget to smash the like button, guys, if you're just joining us, by the way. I would really appreciate that. Setting flight level 340 for 140. And what did I say the transition altitude was? Where is it? 10,000 feet. Just QNH. 1006. I'll write that down so I don't forget. One sec, guys. All right. Back with you. Matsi, it's not out of the question. Been thinking about that. The first step is to take a discovery flight, see how it feels, and go from there. TCAS is on, no general traffic in the area. Yeah, it's not out of the question, but it costs a lot, takes a lot of studying. Obviously, it's not easy, right? But the private pilot certificate sounds pretty attractive. Make sure we're depressurizing here. Yep, depressurizing. Cabin altitude is 6,000 feet and dropping. 6.8 on the delta. And dropping at a rate of 0.45. Adana traffic, Turkish 8 Victor Bravo is on the Manaz 1 Delta Star, currently 48 miles west of Manaz, descending at a flight level 250 for runway 05, Adana traffic. Might as well just go down to the match this restriction at Manaz, which is 13,000 or above. The FMC calculates, yep, 13,000 or above at Manaz. Just drag required. Okay, let's give it some drag. Speed brakes. To help us stay on profile and on speed. Alright, speed brake stowed and armed. Can put the terrain radar on. Alright. Let's see, I'm going to change my custom view here. Aim it a little bit more down at the engine. Beautiful. That should be our new view now. There we go. That's much better. Alright, 27 up from Manaz, looking good, on profile. I'll do one more weather check. Doesn't hurt. Oh, new weather. So 110 at 2, winds calm, beautiful. Beautiful day. As of 0020, so 0020, yeah. So 8:20 p.m. 29 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. QNH 1006, good. QNH 1006, check. And I'm gonna put 1006 here now. At 10,000 feet, we could just press the button and have it go from standard to 1006. Interesting, the speed is set at 261, but it's 12 knots on there. All right. Let's get an outside view. Hold your ears. And then after Manaz, the next speed restriction or altitude restriction is going to be 20 out from the VOR, ADA VOR, 8,000 feet. So 8,000 will be the next one we set. Five miles up from Manaz, 5.4, 5.3. Pretty much descending down past these peaks, we're good with terrain. We're open in the clear. There should be the field somewhere. So we're about... Adana traffic, Turkish 8 Victor Bravo is around 40 to the east for runway 05, Adana traffic. Alright, passing Manaz, I'm going to go down to 8,000. Is the next altitude to descend to. So we're joining the approach on the center fix. $2,500 feet. Alright, almost at 11,000 feet. I'm going to turn off the terrain radar now. We're clear of the peaks behind us now. $10,000 feet. I'm going to go landing lights and seatbelt signs. We'll toggle them and ding dong, let the cabin crew know we're passing 10,000 feet. And I'm going to take the speed here. I'm going to go down to 4,000. So we could join the approach here at 25,000. This is the time. So should we vector us? Should I just vector it? Here we go, past 10,000. Transition altitude 1006 set twice. And 3 times 1006. And here comes the localizer India Alpha Delta Alpha identified. 21 out. Yeah, it might be too high, so we'll just fly the full approach. There's a reason why the approach is set up like this. So 4,000 or above to at the Adana VOR, or at 10 miles out from Adana. Alright, I'm gonna go with 3,000 over the VOR now. Speed check flaps 1. Pretty much going to do a teardrop entry into the Adana in half a mile. Turning left to 050. Adana traffic, Turkish 8 Victor Bravo overflew the Adana VOR We'll fly the procedure turn inbound for ILS 05 Zulu, Adana traffic. Alright, let's swing a left, 2. We'll go left turn. 236, see how that works out for now. Pretty much overflying the field here. Yeah, there's a field. I'm gonna go all the way to 206 on the heading. Yep, that should bring us back over the VOR. Doing this manually here. I'm gonna lead us over the ADA VOR. I could tune it in, but then I have to like tune in to the ILS after, which I don't really feel like doing. So I'm just gonna go here over ADA. Once we're past ADA, we're gonna go 204 on the heading. Well, we're a little bit right, of course, so let's correct that. What a fun procedure turn inbound. We'll go 204 on the heading. Clean up the FMS. Now 8 out. Maybe I can tune it into the FO side. Why don't we do that? So Adana VR is 112.7. There we go. Now we have DME from the VOR. So at 8 out, we're gonna make a right turn. We're exactly on course. Flown like a real fake pilot. Look at that, guys. And we're 8 out. We're going to make a right turn. 050. And we're a little high. Let's go 2500. Alright, 7, we're gonna turn 050. Barely have any winds, which don't need to correct for, that's fine. There we go, 8 out from ADA. Right turn. Okay, we're gonna intercept the ILS 2500. We'll activate approach. Adana traffic, Turkish 8 Victor Bravo is 12 miles out, ILS runway 05, Adana traffic. Alright, here comes the loc, here comes glide slope will come in as well. Final approach speed will be 143. Field in sight.
2500.
Check.
Airspeed full. Airspeed full.
Flaps one more. I don't know why the airspeed's going down when we're selecting 180. It's the PMDG auto thrust. Never mind that. I am going to slow it down to 170. Alright, here comes loc, and glide slope is armed. 9 out. We're gonna go lights and cabin crew, please prepare for landing. Gear down, flaps 15. Flaps 15. On glide slope, missed approach altitude 3000. Missed approach altitude set. Final approach speed coming in 143. Speed check. Flaps 25 and 143. Runway heading as well. Set. And flaps 30. Adana traffic, Turkish 8 Victor Bravo, short final, runway 05, Adana traffic. Alright, gear is down, flaps, gear down, 3 greens, no rep, flaps 30, indicated auto brakes 3, ground spoilers, armed with a green light, and cabin has been advised. Engine start switch is continuous. Alright. We are fully configured here. Let's go replay. My throttle.
1000.
1000 check stable. My aircraft.
Approaching minimums.
Visual with the Pappies.
Minimums.
Landing.
Glide slope. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Alright, welcome down to Adana. I'm gonna vacate on the right. I'm gonna vacate on the right here. I'm gonna stop our flight time. What a flight, guys. Smash the like button for that smooth arrival down to Adana. We'll have ourselves some Adana kebab. Shout out Cecilia Ali. There we go. Right turn, vacate the runway. Adana traffic, Turkish 8 Victor Bravo is clear of runway 05, taxiing to the gate. Adana traffic. Absolutely beautiful flight. And we flew a full procedure turn, guys. I think V1 Sim would be impressed. Here we go. I'm gonna stop it right here and stop the recording. Parking brakes set. And we're gonna go landing lights coming off, clean it up. Strobes coming off, engine start switches, runway turn off. And here we go with the APU. And we're gonna go ground spoilers and all that good stuff. Flaps. Alright, we're gonna go left turn and into the gate area, so left here. Alright, terrain radar can come off on the full side. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Adana. The weather is 27 degrees. Thank you for flying Turkish Airlines. What a beautiful flight, guys. Smash that like button if you haven't already, and if you're watching this later on, I'd really appreciate your support with smashing that like button if you're watching in Europe or other places where you're asleep right now while I'm live in North America. But yeah, that was a beautiful flight, guys. Absolutely enjoyed that. Let's see, where's the international terminal? Apparently that one. That one's the international, the Internash. We can get rid of the taxi lights. APU can go on the bus. Let's see, is there any guidance from zero suitable parkings? Okay, I don't agree with that, Mr. GSX. Line it up here. Beautiful. We'll call this a flight. Parking brakes going on. And APU is on the bus. APU bleed can go on. Engine numero dos. Engine numero uno. TCAS standby. Let's see. We're gonna wait 5% N1. 5% N1. There we go. Beacon lights off and seatbelt signs. There we go. Fuel pumps, I'll just leave the one on for APU. And I'll turn the yacht damper, electrical, hydraulic pumps, the window heat, probe heat, and beautiful. Welcome down to Adana, guys, Adana, Turkey. We're gonna go GSX. Hold on. How do you restart this bad boy so we can do some deboarding? Let's see if that fixes it. Can request some ground power. Interesting, no jetways here. Probably true. Probably true to life, how it is. Okay, let's see, GSX. No, it still doesn't want to do deboard. Okay, how did we do this? Can we manually do this? Jet stairs inhibit. Okay, what about stairs? There we go. Stairs. And we'll go doors open. Doing it the old fashioned way. Ground power is released, or ground power is on, so we'll go ground power on the bus. Let's see cabin temperature. Is it hot? No, it's a nice 22, 23, cool past temperatures in the cabin. So I'm gonna turn off the APU bleed air off, APU coming off. Stairs are connecting, beautiful. So why can't I unload the passengers? Oh well. Oh wait, is that for the... Nope. I remember there was a way to make your passengers deboard. But it says board, not deboard. Anyways, that's fine, guys. Let's have a little look-see around Adana. Look at that. Lots of low-rise buildings. Beautiful coastal town by the water. Or actually, is that a lake? No, it's just a lake. I'm thinking of Antalya. That's the one, that's the coastal town. Welcome to Turkey. Turkey. Shout out Cecilia Ali. Welcome home. No, it is by the water. I don't know if that's just a lake. It looks like it's just a lake. All right, that's all she wrote. I thought it would be fun to switch up the route for once. We're always flying in North America, so switched it up. Skiathos to Adana. That was fun, guys. Again, don't forget to smash the like button. I'd really appreciate it. Let's go back to the aircraft and we can set her up for the replay. So if I go aircraft state, we'll load it for final approach, and then we're gonna go FS actions, trucks removed, make sure the doors are closed. Good. Alright guys, thank you so much to every single one of you who watched the stream, who tuned in, who's going to watch the stream later. I really appreciate you. Comfort Haven, Siciliali, shout out Siciliali in your home country today. Butter Aviation, Raf, welcome, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Mod C, good conversation, thanks for the questions. Nuge, and yeah, happy Tuesday night everyone. I hope you enjoyed this flight as much as I did. Let's watch this butter landing. Oh yeah, before we go actually, let's do this. So we got 138. It was a certified butter. We'll take it. Sim Toolkit Pro gave us 219. It usually, there's something wrong with the Sim Toolkit Pro landing rate ever since the latest update, but it usually gives us higher landing rate than the landing rate monitor for some reason. But we got it in the touchdown zone around the 2,000 foot mark, right on center line. We shall take it, guys. That was fun. And let's go replay mode.
80 knots.
Alright guys, enjoy the replay. Nice and smooth. I'm loving the frames I'm getting. Until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, take care of your families. Thank you to every single one of the Simple Takeoffs channel supporter. Thanks for getting us to 5,000 subscribers. I couldn't have done it without every single one of you. And without all your support, we would not be half as where we are. So thank you so much, guys. Enjoy the replay into beautiful town of Adana, Turkey. Until next time, I'll see ya.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no defenders. You've hit your fury and kept it in. But it's time now, you ignite and turn to embers. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes.
Get ready for burst 2, electric boogaloo.
You see the truth behind